Good afternoon, good evening, hello, good morning even. I'm not sure what time it is where you are, but it's in here from the Learn English Network, and this is ESL vocabulary. Now this week in Back to Basics and in the Tuesday session on drama, where we looked at a little nursery rhyme and we discussed them, we did look at cats and pets, house pets, and I thought we could continue that theme because the last vocabulary session only Shiny took part, so I thought, okay, that says that not everybody's interested in doing this, so let's do pets, house pets. But first I want to ask you, okay, Monique, on the chair next to you, he doesn't show up very well because it's a purple chair with a black cat, but there's a cat, and next to the cat there is something else. What is it?
Next to the cat, a dog.
Yeah, what kind of dog?
A German dog. I don't know.
Okay, that's his nationality, maybe. But he's not a German dog. Can anybody remember who was in the Back to Basics session what we call that kind of dog, that breed?
German Shepherd.
German Shepherd, yeah. Not a Doberman, a German Shepherd. Or an Alsatian. People can't make their minds up about it. But yeah, you're right, German, but it's a German Shepherd or an Alsatian. Yeah.
Okay.
So, my first question to Shiny then. Shiny, are you a dog person or a cat person? Oh, did you? Shepherd. Okay, I heard we can have a listen to the recording and see what I might have heard. So, but Shiny, what are you? Dog person or cat person?
Neither.
Neither. So how come you've got a dog?
Because I foster her because I think, save animal. But I was stupid to do that. Because I think not everyone can take care of dog or any pet. You shouldn't take animal as a pet because it's heavy responsibility.
It is a huge responsibility. I would agree there. Yeah. But it's a kind of I mean, I think you did the right thing. I'm sure if you didn't have a dog, suddenly you would miss that companionship. Even the irritability is kind of fun. As you say, stupid dog. But yeah, even stupid dogs, they make their way into your heart somehow.
Yeah, but I still feel sad because I can't save all the animals in the shelter.
That's true. Well, we can't save everybody. We can't save the world, but we can save. If everybody did their little bit about saving someone, saving something, we'd probably not need to feel guilty. And I don't think you need to feel guilty at all, because you've done your bit, including having a stupid dog. Monique, what about you? Are you a dog person or a cat person?
Actually, I don't know because I've never had a pet. So I think that dogs are more, they're lovely and I don't know, they react a lot, or, I mean, how can I say that? It's more like they are more friendly and you feel more their love. Let's say that. Cats are more independent. They want just to do their things, and I don't like the sometimes their smell, especially when they pee. I mean the smell is awful, but I think that I'm not the right person just to care for carrying a pet, because I think that it's just enough with myself and my husband. That's all. So I prefer not to think about that. So I tried once, and it's maybe as Shiny says, it's a big responsibility, and I don't know. It's I don't wanna, like I don't wanna be attached to anything or anyone that it's, I don't wanna complicate my life. So I love just my freedom somehow. I don't need to think about anything or anyone. So we can just go out and do anything we want. So we don't need to think about the dog or the cat or stuff like that.
Yeah, I can understand that because you are slightly tired. I mean, we went, as you know, we went away for a week. Normally we take Leica with us, but only when we're going camping or we're going somewhere visiting friends and family who kind of know us and know we come with dog. But because it was Rome, we decided to put her in kennels, and so she was basically in prison for a week. We couldn't just go. Yeah, we had to organise it, book her into the kennels, take her to the kennels, pick her up from the kennels, and then put up with her neurotic behaviour for a couple of days while she was convinced every time we went in the car we must be going into kennels again, and she was not happy. She's fine now, but it is a big responsibility, and I don't like putting her in kennels, even though they're lovely people and they really like her. They know that she's crazy. But yeah, I can understand what you mean. Okay, but you're right. Dogs are perceived as being friendlier. Cats are more. Do you know how you can describe the not unfriendliness of a cat, but the kind of opposite of being friendly like a dog? Any idea what word we usually use to describe cats' nature? Cool can mean
Selfish.
yo, cool. Not selfish, no, because they're cats. Um, and I have seen cats share, by the way. They can be very loving and very affectionate. And they bring mice into the house to share with you. Yeah, that's their contribution to the to the food. Oh no, Nina's cat crashed. Okay, cats are what we call aloof. Have you ever heard of the word aloof? To be aloof. Yeah? Okay. What would you describe as aloof? What sort of things do you think aloof people or aloof animals, what sort of things do you think they exhibit?
It's not. It's like isolated, but it's not that. How to say? Pathetic. Anyway, it's not that. It's not that what the opposite of. How to say? Anyway, I isolated. Not like isolated. It's not that. That's kind of sad thing, right? You like to being alone.
Yeah, exactly. To like to be alone and to stay above things, to stay above everything that's going on, to keep yourself separate from it, but not in a lonely way, not feeling isolated. You can use the word cool and aloof together. Cool and aloof. So cool wasn't wrong, but you'd have to add the information, because cool often nowadays means trendy. Yo, cool man. The opposite of me. And of course it can also be used for temperature. Cool, warm, hot. Okay? But cool and aloof means to keep yourself distant from things and uninvolved. And cats can be very aloof until they see a light, and then they're crazy. Okay, so I was about to ask Nina if she's a dog person or a cat person, but we'll never know now unless she can log back in. So we'll... Calm. Well, again, I've had too many crazy cats to describe them as calm. I've also had too many crazy dogs now to describe them as calm. They very much have their own personalities, really.
Yeah, and some of them look like dogs, or they do the same thing. strangely, you know.
Sorry, what do you mean, Monique?
Yeah, because I mean, I have a friend and he has a cat,
Yeah.
and that cat is like a dog, you know, because
Oh, right,
it's so
yeah.
friendly. It just, how can I say, when you like just to play a lot and always, you know, behind you and, you know, always next to you because they want just, you know, like, please touch me or stroke me. Yeah,
Stroke
something like
me.
that.
Stroke me, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. So I think in some ways when we're looking at dogs and cats, we have to treat them as individuals. But you can say they have a bit like personalities and nationalities. You've got these stereotypes, but you can't apply them with a broad brush. However, some people live up to the stereotype, and certainly some cats and some dogs live up to the stereotype. Other ones, no, they break the mold. Anyway, I've got some stuff for us to read about cats and dogs. Okay, the first one is, what is a cat? Okay, so I'm going to give you the beginning of it, and then I want you to write your own, to finish it off with your own conclusion. I'll get you both to read it out, okay? Oh, I shouldn't say ats, it should say, hang on. Obviously it shouldn't say ats, it should say, there you go, from cats do what they want. Okay, Shiny, I think you were the first person to speak to me. Would you like to read it out?
Yes, cats do what they want. They rarely listen to you. They are totally predictable, unpredictable. When they want to play, they want to be alone. When you want to be alone, they want to play. They expect you to cater to their every whim. They are moody. They leave hair everywhere. Conclusion. Should I say my conclusion?
Yeah, let's think about it for a second. Let me just give you the two words that I noticed there. The first one is, I know we say I know we say cat and category, but we say cater, to cater.
To cater.
Yeah.
You mean carry, move?
If you cater for somebody's
Provide?
needs, provide, exactly. Catering, do you know what we mean if I say I used to work in catering?
But yeah, but they, because if you work in a hotel, they will cater those things, right?
That's
Equipment, food.
Often it goes together, hotel and catering. So you look after people, you either provide them with refreshment or you provide them with shelter or both, and we call it catering as a profession. Okay, I used to work in catering. I used to be a hotel manager or manageress back then, but nowadays we don't really differentiate between manager and manageress. But yeah, and the whole industry is catering because they cater to people's requirements and needs. Okay, and the other one is moody. Moody. Any idea? Do you know anybody who's moody?
Not you.
Ooh, don't tell hubby that.
Okay, at least here in this world.
My internet face isn't, but what's my real face? Okay, so not me, but do you know anyone who is?
Among Us? I don't know. She can be moody.
But you know what I mean. It's a negative kind of thing. Somebody who's
Yeah, sure.
lucky 1 minute and then grumpy the next. And sometimes you can't figure out why or what's gone on. And they're very tiring, actually, moody people. You never know. I hate having moody bosses. The moody boss is the worst kind of boss. You don't know whether you're going to have a happy boss or a miserable boss or a shouty boss or a work not a boss. Oh, I just can't be doing with them. I prefer people who are generally you know they're going to be grumpy. I'd rather a grumpy person than a moody person because then you know. Okay, Shiny. So did you say it? I can't remember. Can you repeat it? Moody.
Moody, moody,
That's it.
moody.
Yeah, moody. Good. Okay, so what is your conclusion then? What are we describing cats as? What is a cat? Conclusion from that description. Any idea?
Cats are capricious.
Cats are capricious. Okay, very good. Cats are capricious. Very good. Okay, you've had some help there, Monique, but would you like to read out the same text? Okay.
The same? Okay. Okay, cats do what they want. They rarely listen to you. They're totally unpredictable. When you want to play, they want to be alone. When you want to be alone, they want to play. They expect you to cater to their every whim. They are moody. They leave hair everywhere. I mean, the last part is me, because I leave hair everywhere, or I shed hair everywhere. That's why my husband says, oh my gosh, we don't have a dog, but we have you.
Really?
Yeah, and I have a lot of hair, and it still, I don't know, falls. I don't know why.
Awesome.
Funny. Yeah.
Oh dear, I've never heard that before. I've never heard that before. Okay, so what's your conclusion about cats?
I don't know. I don't know about cats. Actually, to be honest, I don't like them. I don't know. It's like I have the feeling that they can be friendly, but like this text says, they can be unpredictable, and maybe that's the part I don't like about them. So I don't know. It's like maybe like a small tiger inside. I don't know. I have that feeling. I don't like them for some reason now, or maybe I had a bad experience in the past. Anyway, so yeah, I would say that I agree definitely with this part of the text, because they do what they want, and yeah.
Okay.
And also I don't know. Maybe it was because when I was with my family and my siblings and I, we have we all have oh my gosh, I forgot how to say that. Rhinitis. I forgot the allergic thing, and that's why. Let me just rhinitis, but I don't know how to say that in English.
Rhinitis?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. Okay. Should be something like that. Anyway, so that's why we never had a pet, because it's not good for any of us, especially for my siblings, because their rhinitis is worse than my rhinitis. So it's the hair of the pets so bad. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so
So
glad I don't.
that's
Well, I
why
don't think
I
I
never had
suffer
it.
from it. I don't think, although I do sometimes get the most awful sneezes, but I think I'm just allergic to Germany. So.
That's worse.
Well, I'm not joking. We landed from Rome, and I'd had a sneeze-free week in Rome. Landed from Rome in Frankfurt, and before the plane even opened its doors, I sneezed about 40 or 50 times, so much so that a lady passed
My
me a
gosh.
handkerchief. I know, it's just non-stop, and I have no idea why. It was like I said to hubby, I said, "That's it. I'm allergic to Germany. I'm going back to Rome." But yeah, it was weird. It was weird. Anyway, so what is the conclusion? Well, you're right to say cats are capricious. You could use that as the conclusion, but this isn't the conclusion for this. You might not like this, but here we go. So, Monique, would you like to read the conclusion?
Okay, they are tiny women in little fur coats. Which is me, especially. Okay, I mean we can laugh, because we don't have men around us. So,
Yeah, it's just as ladies.
so no problem.
If a man said that, they'd be in serious trouble, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so Shiny, could you read out the conclusion, please?
There are tiny women in little fur coats.
Very good. They're tiny women. Women. Remember, it's not women, it's women.
Women.
That's it. It's a difficult one because it looks like men, but we say the wi at the beginning is slightly stressed, wi, and then min, women. Like that. Okay? Very good. Well done. I have to say, when I first read that, I thought it was quite funny. Okay, so let's find out about dogs. Bear with me a second. I've got to find it. Ah, yes, here we go. So, Monique, if you could start reading first. Okay, Shiny, you wouldn't say I think it's man wrote it. I think a man wrote, with an E on the end, it. I think a man wrote it. You could say I think that a man wrote it, or I think it's a man that wrote it, but that would be too clunky. So I think a man wrote it. I think you're right. But Monique, if you would like to read the following, please.
Okay. Dogs spend all day sprawled on the most comfortable piece of furniture in the house. They can hear a package of food opening half a block away, but don't hear you when you are in the next room. They can look dumb and lovable at the same time. They growl when they are not happy. Hold on. Oh my gosh, I lost. And then happy. When you want to play, they want to play. When they want to be alone, they want to play. They leave their toys everywhere. They do disgusting things with their mouth, and they try to give you a kiss. They go right for your crotch as soon as they meet you.
Okay. So, conclusion? What does
They are adorable. And the only thing I don't like about, maybe it's about the living thing is because you should be behind them. I mean, you need to care about their poo-poo.
Oh, yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
I don't want to think about that, I just want a dog, and I want just to stroke the dog and, beautiful and nice, let's play. But no more than that. I don't want to think about the vet. I don't want to think about the poo. So that's why I'm not the person for that.
Well, I always remember the first avatar photo that you chose was that person with a collie, and everybody was saying, "Is that your dog? Is that your dog? Is that your dog?"
Yeah, that was nice.
Okay, just the one word. I know we say to grow, but when a dog makes that noise, that's to growl.
Yeah.
Growl.
Okay.
Ow. Try
Growl.
Growl.
Oh.
Yeah. He's
Growl.
growling. I have to admit that Leica growls, and Sam used to growl. Sam's growl used to be playful. He'd growl when he was playing, but Leica growls when she's annoyed. When Leica growls, you know she means it. When Sam growled, it was funny. But dogs growl in different ways even. I mean, the noises, we'll go into the noises in a minute, but Shiny, could you read the same text, please?
All day sprout on the most comfortable piece of furniture in the house. They can hear a package of food opening half a block away, but don't hear you when you are in the next room. They can look down and laughable at the same time. They growl when they are not happy. When they want to play, they want to play. When they want to be alone, they want to play. They leave their toys everywhere. They do disgusting things with their mouths and then try to give you a kiss. They go right for your crotch as soon as they meet you.
Very good, well done. And the conclusion, Shiny? What's your conclusion about dogs with that?
Conclusion is they like to play around.
Okay, so they like to play a lot?
No, I fool around. It's a phrase, right? Fool around. Fool around.
Can you type it up? I'm not quite sure what you're trying to say. Oh, they like to fool around. Okay, they like to fool. You've got to get that ooh sound. Fool around. Try it. They're the best company. Okay. Manju's trying to find us. Hang on. Oh, hang on a second. There you go. So they like to fool around. They're the best company. Well, of course. Monique, sorry, Shiny. Could you read the conclusion from the text?
They are tiny men in little fur coats.
It's not fair, you know. It's not fair. Come on, no. We always have the bad part of everything.
Okay, so
we are funny.
Manju, let me get the cat off the furniture for you. Let me get the cat off the furniture. There you go. Okay. And could you read the same bit, please, Monique?
They are tiny men in little fur coats.
Yeah, well done. Maybe unfair, but...
Yeah, it's actually, I don't know, it's mean, you know? If you read the whole thing, it's like a no way.
Well, remember, this is... it's actually from the Have Fun with English blog,
Right.
okay? So, it's just a bit of fun. It's just a bit of
course.
fun.
A bit, yeah, just...
A bit of innocent fun.
Hi everyone, hi.
Hi, Manju.
Hi there.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear
Hi,
you
hello
now.
there.
Good. Excellent. Okay, we've just been reading a couple of texts from the Fun with English blog, but we've finished it, so
I
we'll
think
have
that we need a male opinion here. Or we can just say next. You know?
Well, strangely, most people find the women one more funny. I guess because the crotch is mentioned in the second one, people don't find that so amusing. Oh, which reminds me, I didn't correct both your words, Shiny. There's also same, the same. Long A.
The same.
Same, yeah.
The same.
Quite often you say it like it's like sem, okay? Try saying same old, same old.
Hey, how are you doing, Shiny? Same old, same old.
Yep, that's the one.
Did you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you
No.
now. So try saying it. Same old, same old.
Okay, I said it though.
Oh,
Same old, same old.
okay. First one good. Second one going back to your sem sound. I don't know if Monique agrees with me, but same old, same old.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that long A. Practice it. It's a very useful little phrase. That if somebody says, "How's work going?" How are things? You can just, and nothing's changed since the last time you met them. Nothing exciting's happened. Maybe you're a bit fed up about it. You can say same old, same old. Okay. So Manju, I don't know if you've been able to read the two texts that we've just read, but Monique wants your opinion.
Yeah, I can read same old, same old.
I know the links I just sent, but don't worry about it. I'll
Oh yeah, no, we can leave it this way. Stop it. No, no problem, you know.
I'm just thinking about how much time we've got. I have got to finish on time today, so. Okay. So, but we can ask Manju. Do you have any pets, Manju? Yeah, house pets.
Sorry,
Yeah. Do you have any pets?
I was having, but not now. It was a dog.
Okay, so I had one once. It was a dog.
Yeah, it was a dog.
Yeah, so it's that I had one once that you need to say. Not I was having. I was having breakfast when the phone rang. I was in the shower when the phone rang. I was fast asleep when the phone rang. That would be, you were interrupted, yeah, whilst you were doing something. I was doing this when something else happened. But if it was something you did in the past, I had a dog once. You could actually say that. I had a dog once. So try that. Try saying that, Manju.
I had a dog once.
Okay, good. Was that whilst you were young?
Yeah, when I was kid.
When you were a kid?
Yeah, when I
Okay.
was in the.
I'm the opposite. I have got a dog now. I wasn't allowed a dog when I desperately wanted a dog when I was a child, but my mum was of the same opinion as Monique. Too much responsibility. She was frightened she'd end up looking after it, walking it, etc. And so we had cats when I was a child, but we never had a dog. So of course, what did I do as soon as I grew up, got old enough to have my own place? I got a dog. You had a chick once, really, Monique? What, an actual chicken or a chick, a little baby chick?
A chick, a baby, a chick. So, and I thought that it was a duck, and I put it on the water, and he died.
You told me, yes. I
Yeah.
remember that.
Did you remember that?
You
Yeah.
traumatized me. You traumatized me.
Yeah. So that was I don't know. I think the only experience that I had with pets.
Right. That's probably why you've never had another one, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, dear. You had frogs, but your father ate them.
Oh my god, that's worse.
Oh my god!
Shiny!
No
Oh,
way.
Shiny, I'm hugging you virtually. Oh my goodness. I mean, that does happen. You hear about that in families. You know, the child keeps a pet rabbit. And
Yeah.
then one Christmas, they have a lovely meal, and then they go and, I'll just go look after the rabbit. And the rabbit, oh, he must have hopped off. Oh, yeah.
It was a true story. Actually, in Asia, in Asia, that they believe that if man eat frog, they will get energy, and they were good at do that thing at night.
Oh, an aphrodisiac. Frogs.
Doing what, sorry?
An aphrodisiac. Okay, if men believe something is
Ah, okay.
yeah,
That explains.
that's
So I just wanted to be sure.
okay. Well, there are frogs and toads which have hallucinogenic properties.
Aphrodisiac, yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm not sure how to spell
Mean though, Poor
hallucinogenic.
frogs.
I'm not sure how to spell hallucinogenic. Not a word
Dean,
I
are you
know.
muted?
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah.
Okay.
Hallucinogenic. I'm trying to figure out how to spell it. I can't remember how to spell. Oh, it's not hallucina, it's hallucinogenic. I did think it looked right. Hallucinogenic. So some toads and frogs are hallucinogenics. People lick them. But they can be really poisonous as well. I don't think there's anything in the UK that's like that. But I know that there's some kind of frog or toad in America, and young people try to catch them and lick them, and they get high. But they can also die. So it's a big price to pay for a little bit of something that probably meditation would give them the same feeling if they learnt how to do it properly. But there you go. But yeah, a lot of people believe in these strange aphrodisiacs, don't they? So if I asked you, Manju, are you a dog person or a cat person? I guess you'd say you're a dog person.
You mean in nature? You mean to say,
Well,
are
yeah.
you a dog
Have you ever
person?
done these silly tests online where they try to work out your personality?
Mm.
And they will ask you,
I,
do you...
I did. I didn't get the meaning of dog person and cat person. It is that extrovert or introvert kind of thing.
It's often used in psychological tests to see what kind of person you are based on whether you prefer dogs or cats.
I prefer both. I love cats and dogs.
Yeah, me
Even I
too.
had a
Good
even I
answer.
had a cat.
Yeah, carry on. When you had a cat, yeah.
Yeah, during my childhood, I had a cat. I was sleeping with them like while sleeping. It was making a sound. It was snoring a lot. So that's what I have experienced with the cats. But I like them. Like they are very friendly. When they wherever I go, they used to follow, making a sound meow meow. And dog usually used to run with me like in the morning. So I like dogs and cat both.
Okay, it's best to say they used to sleep on the bed. Okay, um, they used to sleep on the bed. Yeah, our dog doesn't sleep on the bed at night, but comes up in the morning and jumps on the bed and has a cuddle every morning before we take her out. But she doesn't like to sleep on the bed because I'm a restless sleeper, and I have kicked her off the bed a couple of times by mistake, not deliberately. But she's a bit wary of getting on the bed when we're asleep. But you'd say they used to sleep on the bed rather than I slept with them. It's If you slept with them, you might have gone into their basket with them. And there's also this man-woman connotation to sleep with someone. Okay, so it's best to say they used to sleep on the bed. Okay,
They used to sleep on the bed. Okay,
that's it.
okay,
Yeah,
that gives a misinterpretation, I guess.
it's just not open to misinterpretation. Okay, so I've got a few things to share with you. Sadly, Manju, I have got to finish on time today, and you were a little late, but you know where we are now, and you did the right thing asking where we were. Okay, so when you come online, do contact me, and I can send you the teleport to wherever we are. Okay.
Okay, today a little bit late, I guess. So I'll
Yeah,
catch up with other sessions.
well, it is recorded, so you can listen to what you missed, and I'll put the two rhymes up that we read out on the forum as well. And also, what I'd like you to do is I was talking about dog people and cat people, and as I say, it's often used as a measure of someone's personality. It's like most of these things, it's absolute nonsense, it's rubbish, but it's fun to read. Okay, so don't take it to heart, don't take it personally. But here's one which explores the difference between dog people and cat people. Okay, and you can decide whether, I'll put the link in the forum as well, and you can decide whether you agree or not. But I'm with you, Manju. I like both, and in fact, I love the situation we've got going on here, where we've got dogs and cat and kittens. That's the sort of house I'd like to live in. Maybe a goat.
Kitten.
Yeah, the kittens are in front of the coffee table. There's a couple of kittens on the floor, and the Alsatian, and the black cat that looks awfully like Spooky, my cat. Sadly, we're down to one dog now, but that's life. That's life. What are the negative sides of... Yeah, I don't think pigeons make good house pets. Why? Why wouldn't a pigeon be a good house pet? Any idea? Let's not
I
put
don't
the
like
cat
them.
among the pigeons. Oh, why not? What's wrong with pigeons, Monique?
I don't know. They're not just. I mean, just to put a pigeon in a cage. No, not as no. No, I don't like them.
So,
I don't know. They need just to be free and just to fly around, but not to be in a cage.
okay, so not caged. What about just having one that comes into the house?
They can make a lot of mess, and yeah, because they're. How do you say that actually when it comes to an animal? So they poo everywhere, or how do you say that?
They poo everywhere.
I don't know. Yeah, it's because we have places. If you go to a park here, I mean, some places, and there are a lot of pigeons. And oh my gosh, it's like, oh, get out of here, you know. And suddenly you just something just can fall on your head, and it's pigeon's poo. So
Yeah. We
it's
tend to, for birds, we tend to talk about droppings. I guess
Droppings,
because they drop
okay.
from a height, yeah, so they leave their droppings.
Yeah.
You can't toilet train a pigeon, as far as I know. I've never tried. I have had birds in the house, usually rescued birds. When I was younger, I don't know why, but we used to find baby birds, we used to find injured birds, and we'd always take them home, and Mum would have to make them better. I have many recipes for feeding hungry baby birds, and they used to survive, and then they would grow, and then eventually we'd leave the window open and they would fly away when they were ready. So but you can't toilet train them.
That's nice.
House train them. Yeah, well, they do poop everywhere. Poop is another one, to poop. If you don't want to say poo, to poop. They poop everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, Shiny, you're right. I mean, pigeon pie, roast pigeon, it is a delicacy in the UK too. Not many people know how to cook it, but it is often on the menu of the fine restaurants. But people don't keep them as pets, but they do, as we talked about on Tuesday, I think, we do have things called pigeon fanciers. Pigeon fanciers. It sounds a bit weird, but they're people who like pigeons and they like to breed exotic pigeons. And we also have pigeon racing, where people keep the pigeons in a pigeon coop and then they take them out to far distant places, let them go, and the pigeons know their way back to their coop and they will fly there, and then they will be measured how quickly they got back home, electronically, believe it or not. And these racing pigeons can be worth a lot of money, but not a house pet. No, not really. No, 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 222. I'm just not talking. I'm waiting for somebody to say something. Okay, so any questions? Anything you'd like to say? Did you enjoy the session? What pets would you
Yeah.
like to have next time? I wish I wanted to find a hamster. I've got a hamster in Second Life, but I couldn't find a hamster in OpenSim because the other pet I had as a child was lots of hamsters. There are so many dead hamsters in Bunny Wood near where I used to grow up, where I grew up, I should say, where I used to live, where I
Uh-huh.
grew up, because they don't live very long, 1 or 2 years, and then they'd get buried. So hamsters were our main pet as children, and then, as I say, as we grew older, we were allowed to have cats, but never a dog, sadly. I've got a dog now.
You know, I think
Yep.
I don't know if it's. Of course, I'm not the best person just to talk about that, but or the right person. I don't know. Anyway, so the thing is, I'm not sure if nowadays is the importance that the human beings we give to animals it's the right thing to do. You know, I mean, we know that they are pets, that they are lovely, that they can be our company, but it's not a bit extreme sometimes what we are doing at this point. You know, it's like sometimes it's too much. You know, it's like we have a lot of people just dying over there, and some people care more about pets or animals more than people. I don't know. It's maybe just something arguable, but yeah.
It is arguable. Maybe we should have a debate on it one day. I agree with you. I am torn sometimes, but I know that I love Leica to bits. I mean, there's a different love I have for pets than I have for my family and my friends. Because it's unconditional. I know she'll love me no matter what, whereas my friends and my family might fall out with me if I say or do the wrong thing. Leica would never do that, so I can understand why people are so passionate about them. I have more of a problem when, not about the love people and the affection people show to animals. I think that's natural. I have a problem that the status symbol they have with them. And
Yeah.
there is a problem. They were saying recently, because of Game of Thrones, the breed of dog, the Husky, which looks a little bit like the Werehounds in the Game of Thrones TV series, they've become very popular to buy as pets, but then they grow and they're very, very tough dogs to look after and to train, and they've got a mind of their own, and they need a ton of exercise. And so people are just throwing them out and giving them to shelters or just chucking them out on the street. And I
Oh.
dislike that intensely. I think that's so wrong. Pets are, I think we need them, they need us. But pets as
Sure.
status symbols, phew, no, no.
Yeah. Yeah, but we indulge them too much sometimes, you know. It's like you know, like the school, the all the accessories that we can buy for a pet. I mean, all the money that I mean, that these type of things involves it's
Okay,
that's the
let's.
part that I think it's a bit like okay, you know,
Okay, well, I'll
it's
tell
just a
you what.
dog. I mean, in the past it wasn't like that, you know. You had a dog, you just care about your dog and food and of course the vet. But now it's like a wow, the dog and the clothes and everything. So it's our fault, you know. I mean, it's like a business around them.
Yep, absolutely. And we're very easily to manipulate. I'll tell you what, we'll carry on with this discussion next week, okay?
Yep.
So do remind me, because you know me, I say, oh yeah, we'll do this next week, and then by next week I've forgotten. No, we'll discuss it. What are the pros and cons of having pets? What is it? Have we taken it too far? And I'll bring an article that I saw recently, and I thought about this session, and I thought, well, maybe it's a bit too much. But IKEA, you know IKEA?
Yeah.
Yeah, they started their own pet shops, their own pet furniture, if you like. So yeah, we'll
Yeah.
definitely do that next week then. Okay.
Okay.
And we'll talk about exotic pets. I think that's a good idea. Shiny's just mentioned now they abandon tigers. So we'll talk about exotic pets too. Cats, dogs, hamsters, guinea pigs, rabbits. I think they're pretty standard pets most of us have experience of. But as Shiny said, people with a lot of money and influence seem to be able to buy any animal, from tigers to gorillas to chimpanzees. Is that right? Okay, we'll do that next week then. Okay? Cool. Well, thank you for coming. I'll be in TGIF in Discord in a minute. So, oh, that's spooky. The rocking chair's still rocking. Oh no, it's Halloween.
Just your spirit. It's
Okay. Okay, thanks a lot. Sorry I've got to fly, but I've got something to do before TGIF. I've got to get it done, so I'll see you later maybe. If not, have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.
You too. Okay. Bye bye, guys. See you.
Thank you.